Hi guys, Artiar here. So today we have a special guest, which is Acne. In case you guys didn't know who is Acne, so let's Acne introduce himself.
Okay, hi guys. This is Acne from you might know me in main court as the same Acne with 4-turn Fafnir, 5-turn Apep. I'm happy to join this call, this video. Yeah.
Okay, Acne. So the main reason I invite you to this chat is wanted to let you have a chance to share out your team idea and your how do you make so high achievement in the game, right? But before that, I think a lot of viewer actually wanted to ask, are you free to play?
Oh, okay. This is a very hard question to answer. Okay. I don't spend money in this game, but I spend a lot of time in this game. So if you're talking about money, yes, I am fully free to play. But if you're talking about the amount of time in the game, and I am absolutely not free to play in that department.
So you don't spend anything in game?
No, I don't spend at all. I think this I don't think I need to spend in this game.
Okay. Okay, then how do you get so high achievement as a free to play? I know that you appear in my video quite amount of time, and that is free to play video as well. How did you get so high achievement as a free to play? Isn't leaderboard is only meant for whales and big spender who have high resonance to only achievable in leaderboard's ranking?
Okay, I think that mainly how I get, as you say, high achievements as a free to play, right? It's mainly how much you as a player understand what's going on in a game. So when it comes down to bossing, when it comes down to ranking, when it comes down to even PvP, right? The more you understand about the game, the better your scores will get. You get higher ranks, everything, regardless of whether you're free to play or not. So the whales or spenders, they spend money to get higher scores, which is true. I don't spend money, but I get high scores because I like to do it. I like to challenge myself also. So I just understand as much as possible how each character works, how each boss works, then I formulate my strategies from there. Getting high scores is just a side part of it.
So you are saying you enjoy the whole process of building a team idea?
Yeah, I enjoy theory crafting, and if you see me in main court, my tag there is 4-turn Apep and 5-turn Fafnir. I think I currently hold the rank for the first player that has ever done that. Shout out to Agrogro. He is another player that inspired me to do the 5-turn Apep and sorry, not 5-turn Apep, 5-turn Fafnir. Yeah, and he also challenges. He's also a very, very good speedrunner, and he challenges me to think about more stuff regarding all these higher ranking stuff as well.
Okay, so recently in the Artiar's Help Center Discord channel, you posted a picture about 15 million record. So what record is this?
Okay, preface, this is not my account. Okay. This is a friend's account.
Okay,
and account. Yeah, it's my friend's account. It's a friend's account at least. And this score, this 15 million that I just posted, it's a score from the Team 1 Sonica. Counter Sonica in Falsetto Fantasy, Team 1. Mm-hmm. Just only Team 1 is having this score.
Okay.
Yeah. So this score was achieved after many different builds and different thoughts, as well as different people working together. One of them is Artiar yourself. One of them is Ashrok as well from in his help center, and another one's Agrogro. And the whole strategy came up from Kid Ninja at first, and we worked to perfect it to this level at least.
So it's more like the the team idea or the result it came out is not just you yourself. It's like a lot of player and like a healthy community that discuss together.
Correct. So most of these strategies are coming from not just myself, even though I also do think about a lot of these stuff, but most of the strategies are not by myself. We as a community, we discuss a lot about certain strategies. So all the discussion comes out to something big like this. If you're interested, the final score is like 23 million after accounting the other two teams.
Wow, 23 million is like a lot higher than some other players, right? On the ranking.
Yeah.
I see. So, what would you recommend to do to score higher in rankings? Like, is there any tips or tricks to actually do that?
Okay, so if you're talking about falsetto fantasy, and if you're talking about any high-level bossing content, what I do when I'm looking for a high rank is always look at the buffs and debuffs. So, what buffs there are, for instance, like important buffs at least: attack up, speed up, crit rate up. Now there's critical defense, critical damage up. Sorry, from like Anna or Mavis. So, and then you look at the debuffs. So defense break, very important. Seer is also very important. Speed down is also very important. So all these buffs that you look for, you want to look for espers that cover these buffs as well. Everyone knows that Xuanbing is one of the most powerful espers or the most powerful supports in the game. So
yeah, the pay to win esper.
Correct, the pay to win esper. But Xuanbing only covers two main buffs: attack up and also defense down. So miss rate up is another thing, but then that one depends on the different boss you're fighting. So attack up and defense down are the two of them as well. So after you have this covered, you have other things you want to look out for as well. Like what other espers you can look out to do more damage, what other espers you can look out to do maybe AP manipulation or something like that. So usually what I look out for is a team that can cover as many of these buffs, debuffs, and roles as possible. For instance, you want to take a very, very good esper like Yun Chuan.
Mm-hmm.
He covers speed up, speed down, seer, miss rate, and he does a lot of damage. So he is one of the espers I go to whenever I want to focus on the high score. Yeah. For relics, that's next part I would like to focus on is always relics.
Mm-hmm.
With the new Thunderset buff, you always want to try to put as much Thunderset on your DPS as much as you can, because that extra damage is the extra 40%? I think it was.
30%.
It was like you used
50
it
plus
used
30, right?
50 plus 30. It used to be just a 40%
Yes,
extra
yes.
crit damage. Yeah, so the extra 40% crit damage is actually quite crazy. And then with the new Andrus relic sets, you want to look at, like, for instance, Calamity. When you are doing a lot of debuffs on the boss, you want to look at Calamity, for instance. That one gives you a whole like 35% damage buff with 6 debuffs. And then you want to increase a bit more damage, you can look at Harmony. Harmony sets increase your final damage of your entire team by 10%. So just think about it as your final score. Let's say your final score is like 5 million. Just take 10% of 5 million and just add to it. That's how much score you get with Harmony. And then you also want to look at the older sets like Ocean or Astro set as well. Those sets are good for your supports and your support rotation as well. So when you come across, when you think about min-maxing for Falsetto Fantasy, it's really all about what sets you can put in to match what boss you are fighting. Yeah, resonances. When it comes to spending wish stones for resonances, they are not as important as relics and stuff. Maybe some important ones like R2 Yun Chuan, for instance, or R2 Embla, or R2 Brewster. Those are actually important as well, and you should go for them. But there are always replacements. For instance, Yun Chuan has a replacement in Hall. Embla has a replacement in a lot of general DPS. You don't even need Embla for certain content. My Phobetor high score doesn't include an Embla in it, if I remember correctly.
Not included
And
R2 Embla?
no, it doesn't even include R2 Embla. Yeah. The only place that I put Embla is in Sonica and Darkstar. But other than that, I don't put Embla in as well. And then you also want to look at not only just your legendary espers, but you can look at your epic espers. So somebody like Dahlia is very good if you don't have other legendary buffers, because she gives attack up, she gives crit rate up, she also gives like AP up as well, speed down on the enemy, so on and so forth. So play around with a lot of your espers and look for stuff that you can replace, I guess. That's what I feel.
Replace as in like the other legendary Esper or the resonance that I don't have.
Yeah. So for instance, one of the Sonica runs, sorry, not the Sonica, the Phobetor runs that I built on someone else's account has Valeria, but I don't have Valeria myself on my own account. So what I do, I swap with Sander. Sander does almost the same thing, but on a lesser efficiency. So I swap to Sander, I get a high score because maybe my RNG was slightly better then. But it's a good alternative to a legendary Esper like Valeria, for instance.
But how do you get all those legendary Esper or resonance while you are just a free to play? Like I'm also a free to play. Like other player or other viewer tell me that they are also free to play, but they can't really get that much resonance or the specific Esper to do that specific content. Do you have any advice for that?
Okay, how I get the Espers? Okay, a lot of it is on luck. So
Yeah,
honestly,
RNG is part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, RNG is part of it. This is a gacha game. You gacha well, you get Espers, you get high scores or something like that, no? But I think another thing is to look at the Espers that you are planning to get if you are chasing for a high score. So when Yunchuan came out, I saw his R2. I thought it was really good. But I didn't choose to go for his R2 because I thought that, okay, you know what? I don't need his R2. Fast forward, like, now I realized that if I didn't make the decision, if I made the decision to R2 Yunchuan much earlier, I think I would have gotten a lot higher scores in other rankings. So I spent 100 days through my Yunchuan in the club shop, the club wish, and I got R2 Yunchuan after 100 days of his banner. So if you are chasing for an Esper because you like the Esper, definitely go for it, because the design is what pulls you and everything. But if you're chasing for high score, sometimes you might want to select which Espers you would like to have, and potentially, I guess, the Esper would be good for it. Yeah.
So it's like we don't chase for meta. You don't chase for meta. You chase for the Esper design that you like or you think that is useful. Then you only spend your wish stone. Is it?
No, it's more of like if you like the design of the Esper, you can go for the Esper. Like I like Ife. I went for Ife because I like her character. She might not be good, but she's cute, you know. But when it comes to like certain content, like for instance, for Seto Fantasy or last time Celestial Anomaly, when Mateo came out, and a lot of people were saying Mateo was very mid. Mateo is not a good Esper.
Yep.
I read his skills and thought, actually, he's not too bad. He is an Esper that does a lot of things. Even in his R0 form, he does a lot of things. So I decided, you know what? Let me just pull for Mateo and see how it goes. And then fast forward now, I have like R3 Mateo, I have R3 D3 Mateo. I hit like 430k in Fafnir for just one S3. If you watch Artiar's video, I also did another one punch thing on his account.
Right, the one punch Fafnir video.
Yeah, that was the 5-turn Fafnir that I was talking about as well. So if you like the expert design, definitely go for it. But if you want to score higher for certain content, definitely read the skills, think about like different ways you might be able to utilize them, test them out. Celestial normally had an entire like great thing to test things out where you can just throw random experts and hope it works. If it doesn't work, then change. Falsetto Fantasy is much less because you got to spend Nexus crystals.
Yep.
But you can always test them in Sentinel Hunt and then throw them in Falsetto Fantasy. Or you can just be like me and spend like a crap ton of Nexus crystals on Falsetto Fantasy because I'm an addict for this kind of stuff.
Because you enjoy the content.
Because I enjoy the content. Yes.
I see. Alright, so other than for Falsetto Fantasy, is there other achievement you've done as well as a free-to-play player?
Okay, I think I spoke about this on Daddy Free to Play's video before. In Ritual, I have one of the I think my leaderboard is still like 5th place, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's still 5th place. So my leaderboard is at 5th place. I tuned my comms specifically for it, and there are definitely ways to make it better. I just haven't thought about it yet. And another one is probably my Calamity, like Calamity Island. I have already done up to, I think, triples for most of the content, but I haven't finished everything because like triples are really just terrible. I think I still hold the ranking for flow singles, first place. I think so. Yeah.
Full single first place.
Yeah, I don't know whether you can see flow this time. I think you can, yeah. And then you go to rankings and singles. I'm there at the top place. Under world. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm at top place. Yeah. Completely free to play. So
Completely free to play.
yeah, you know all those people is like free to play, I'm free to play bro, trust. Yeah, this is truly I'm free to play bro, really trust. Yeah, so my roster is not something bad as well, but I also got, I would say, a decent like luck with my roster. If you see my roster, I do not have a Tangshan because like that's the dude that has been evading me for the longest period of time. So I would like to get my Shrimping very soon. I know her banner's coming next patch. I really want it soon. I have like, by the time the patch drops, I think I'll have like around 43, 45 Shimmer records. I would like to have Shrimping. Yeah. But other than that, my roster is quite good. I think during the anniversary they had the whole legendary thing. And mine was like 68 or 69 average for the legendary pool. So it's technically below average. But it is what it is. This is a gacha game nonetheless.
So as a free-to-play player, how did you like gather up so much resources? Like look at your Shimmer record, look at your Elemental records. Yeah, how like and your Wish Stones, 655. How do you do that?
Okay, Shimmer Records is, as of the release of Falsetto Fantasy and Knockout, the Shimmer Records have just been piling up because as long as you rank Falsetto Fantasy and you're rank decently high in Knockout, your Shimmer Records will come in. So after like general calculation, you can get, if you are top 1% in Knockout, you are top 100 in Falsetto Fantasy, you usually can get like 25 Shimmer Records a patch probably. Yeah, around 20 to 25 Shimmer Records per patch, which is really, really good change. Yeah. Oh, my Knockout is doing pretty good then. Okay. I just changed a random team and I hoped it worked, so I guess it worked.
So before we end the video, is there like any advice or tips or tricks you can advise to the new players or other free-to-play players outside still suffering in certain content or like leaderboard high score? Is there like anything you want to
advice?
Yes.
Yeah, I think my biggest advice to people is know the game, understand the game. I wouldn't be here doing all this firstly without like Daddy Free to Play or even Zox, because they are the people who started me off into Dislyte, understanding the game and knowing how the game works and everything. And as I played through the game, I realized that I think this game is something that I would love to understand more. So what I did is like just play. Artiar, can you do me a favor?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you go out of this? Can you show can you go back to Falsetto Fantasy and play the big score?
The big score.
Yeah. I think the big score is what people want to see.
Which
Yeah,
one?
the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, you can play that one. That one is the big score that people want to see as well. Yeah, but anyway, advice from a free to play player is that yeah, just know the game. And Daddy Free to Play, Zox, Artiar, GGZ, all these content creators used to be Sturvy, Aeon. They taught me how to understand the game. I think understanding the game more is something that is important for you to understand how to navigate through the game as a free to play. I don't think I will spend on this game, mainly because it's kind of my namesake to be free to play.
I see. It's sort of like title there, right?
Yeah, the title to be free to play. So, I think that's all. I think just as much as you just understand the game, I think that's the best way to move along. If you don't understand something or something you don't get, it's definitely ask questions. There are a lot of people out there that will help you, myself included, Artiar included. Everybody, a lot of people in main court also have very good advice as well. If there's something you don't understand, definitely bring it up. There is a formations recommend page in a lot of content. Take a look at that as well. Some of those are actually really helpful. How to build your espers and everything.
Like like if there's other viewers or other free to play players that actually wanted your help for like specific content, how is that possible?
Yeah, definitely. You can always DM me on Discord. Yeah, you can find me on main court. You can DM me on Discord. You can come into Artiar's Discord channel to just chat here. I'm always free to help when I can, especially. I think both Artiar and I are GMT +8, so if it fits your time zone, then definitely ask us for help. Ping us, anything, ping myself. You need my help to look at your Falsetto Fantasy teams, definitely. Sure, I can do it. I just don't do account takeovers.
Account takeovers.
I don't do that.
I see.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about something extra, since we're gonna let them see this record as well, right?
Yeah, sure.
How do you think, like, since you play from the start until now, how do you think current Dislyte position?
The state of Dislyte, is it?
Yes. Like, I think a lot of people worrying about it. Like, new player, when they join Dislyte, they also worry about it.
Okay. Okay, as a free-to-play player, I think the state of Dislyte now is starting to get a bit difficult for free-to-play, mainly because not giving enough rewards for the events that they do hurts the general gold record economy. So we used to have, and this was a calculation I used to do with Daddy Free Play. We used to have a good amount of like 100 to 150 gold records per patch. So per patch we can get 100 to 150 gold records from everything. This is including like maybe your random gold records from the gold shop or expeditions or everything. But right now, after these few patches that I've played, I think it's much harder to get gold records from events. Events don't give you a lot. Sometimes, like look at that Alice event, the Alice Magic Hunt event. I think that was that event is I don't even know what to say, man. Yeah, the gold record economy is not very good for free-to-play players. Wales, they are doing okay because they spend, but for low spenders, free-to-play, it's going to be harder. It's not going to be impossible though. It's going to be definitely harder, and if you want to come back into this game as a old player,
Yeah, a lot of returners asking this question as well.
like whether I should come back or stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a good game to come back. I still think it's a good game. I am sticking with this game, but if I were to advise whether you want to come back, I would say if you are if you are an old player that hasn't played for like a good 3 to 6 months, right? Create a new account.
Create a new account.
Create a new account. Honestly speaking, like if you haven't spent money on the game at all, or maybe spend a bit and willing to lose it, and your roster is not very good, create a new account and play the game all over again, because the rewards that come for new players is really good.
I see.
So as an old player, I've played this game for 500 over days really. As an old player, I think my advice to like returning players, if you want, is to create a new account. If you want to retain your old account, sure, definitely, for like nostalgia's sake. But I would say that it will be much harder for you to push up with whatever you used to have, because a lot of things change. Yeah.
I see.
State of the game, I think it's fine. I think there are new people that are coming in. Some of the events are not that great, but it is how it is. I'm waiting for Anomaly.
I think both of us are waiting for Anomaly.
Yeah, we are all waiting for Anomaly when it comes to like theory crafting and stuff, because it's really fun to craft and see when your teams do work. When it really does work and pushes the score so high, it's a very, very nice feeling. And that's what keeps me in this game as well, having this same nice feeling and speaking to the community as well. Yeah.
So it's important to like really have a good community to like discuss together.
Yeah, definitely.
I see.
Having a community is, I think I've played a lot of gacha games in my time. I haven't had a strong community as compared to Dislyte in a very, very long time. I think Dislyte is one of the communities that keep me going when sometimes I feel, oh, you know, I feel like this game is a drag, because I do have these feelings as well, especially with the boring quote unquote boring events that keep repeating.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel that, oh, you know,
like you feel down or negative.
Yeah, you just don't want to play.
Yeah.
You just want to complete your dailies and like log off and don't want. But having a community, main called Danny Free Plays Discord, my own club like the World Tree, and now Artiar's help center.
Yeah.
I think I think this community is very good to keep people continuing this game, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the community environment, all the feel will make you willing to continue the game more than just like a lot of negative comments around.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying that like negative comments are bad. They are definitely good to understand like how people feel about the game. It's just that the negative comments might hurt newer players coming in, or older players trying to get back into the game, you know.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
Yeah. Also, watching the Sonica run, I realized that I might have screwed up one of my positions.
You mean
I might want to change it.
one?
Yes, correct. I might want to change it later.
Yeah, so like you actually rewatch your whole matches and tune your team one by
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So, just okay. Give you a little tidbit. For Counter Sonica. Other than the first team, actually not even the first team. The first team, AI. So for push AI like Ira, Abigail, Breeze, right? They push people on slot 1. So they buff people on slot 1, which is like your leader slot. And if I remember correctly, and this has not changed, the team 2 pushes slot 2, if I remember correctly, for Counter Sonica instead of slot 1. So if let's say you're putting Abigail somewhere in Sonica, this is something that you might want to like take note of, because this is apparently the AI. Not everything pushes like slot 1.
That is so detailed.
Yeah, that is how much like sometimes I watch the runs to understand like, oh, this is how this expert interacts in this team. For instance, like you see this one, Abigail pushes slot 5, and I totally forgot about that. This could have been a higher score.
I see. Right, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks again to Acne to like sharing his thought or team building idea for his free-to-play career or journey.
Journey.
Yeah, so
I'm not ending here. This I will die. My career and journey will die with this game.
yeah, he and I most probably will play this game until the game really end of service one day. Let's see how it goes. Like how long will it goes?
I hope it lasts a long time. I really love this game.
Yeah,
This
I also
game
really
has
love the game.
This game has really been one of my games that I cannot stop playing.
Yeah, one of the best gacha games I've actually played. They could have been better, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this.
Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.